Hello and welcome to TTV News, some latest events in the province. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of June 13, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Yến Mai, head of the Economic and Budget Board, chairs the meeting to review the contents to be presented to the 13 sessions of the Provincial People's Council in the field of economy and budget. Attending the meeting, there was Ms. Nguyễn Đại Thi, standing vice chairwoman of the Provincial People's Council.
At the meeting, the Provincial People's Committee submitted to the Provincial People's Council for consideration and approval of the policy of changing the use purpose of rice cultivation land for two projects in Totan District, using 1.68 hectares of land. Through verification, the Economic and Budget Committee agreed with the content submitted by the Provincial People's Committee. At the same time, it is recommended that the Provincial People's Committee direct the authorities to inspect and evaluate to ensure that projects are implemented for the right purpose and effectively. Also at the meeting, the Provincial People's Committee presented a draft resolution to adjust and supplement the 2024 Public Investment Plan from the local budget. Through verification, the Economic and Budget Committee agreed with the submitted content. Specifically, agreed to add project list and allocated capital to the 2024 Public Investment Plan of 24.86 billion Vietnam dong for two projects. Project to build a centralized data warehouse of the province, and project of installing high-tech surveillance camera system at Portuguese. Agreed to reduce the assigned capital plan for 2024 for the project connecting the N8 787B 789 region of 24.86 billion Vietnam dong due to not fully disbursing the capital plan during the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of June the 14th, the Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, head of the State Steering Committee for National Key Transport Works and Projects, we call in the short term is the Steering Committee, chaired the 12th meeting of the Steering Committee. Attending the meeting at the Taynin connecting point, there were Mr. Nguyễn Thành Ngọc, Chairman of the People's Committee of Taynin Province, and representatives of the leaders of a number of related departments. Speaking at the opening of the meeting, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính has highlighted the goal set by the 13th National Party Conference that looks to build 3,000 kilometers of expressways by 2025 and 5,000 kilometers by 2030. The Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính has asked for greater efforts from ministry sectors and localities to realize the goal of completing 3,000 kilometers of expressways nationwide by December 31st of 2025. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính said, with the establishment of the committee, the country has completed 674 kilometers of expressways since the beginning of the government's tenure, raising the total length of highways nationwide to approximately 2,000 kilometers. However, he noted that the work is still faces difficulties related to administrative procedures, land clearance, and construction materials. The leader asked participants to focus on reviewing the progress of projects and assessing efforts to resolve difficulties and obstacles, especially regarding land clearance and the supply of construction materials. He also underlined the need to prevent negative phenomena in implementing the projects, particularly in procurement and bidding activities, while urging ministry sectors and localities to continue with the efforts to ensure the progress and quality of the projects and mobilize engagement of businesses in this work. According to the committee, there are currently 40 projects nationwide categorized as important national transport projects and spanning roads, railway, and aviation fields across 49 provinces and centrally run cities. And on the afternoon of June the 14th, the Standing Committee of the Provincial People's Council held a regular meeting in June to review a number of contents submitted by the Provincial People's Committee and the professional boards of the Provincial People's Council. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Secretary Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Council, chaired the meeting. On the side of the Provincial People's Committee, there was Mr. Dương Văn Thắng, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, attending the meeting. At the meeting, the professional boards of the Provincial People's Council reported the results of the meeting to verify the contents presented at the 13 sections of Provincial People's Council to be held on June 19th. At the regular meeting, the Provincial People's Committee presented a proposal to develop a resolution regulating support for connecting wastewater from drainage household to the collection network of the drainage system in the province. Wastewater collection and treatment projects in urban areas are important in the process of urban development in parallel with environmental protection, but some households have not yet connected to the system. The Standing Committee of Provincial People's Council has agreed on the policies of developing this resolution. The meeting also agreed with the contents submitted by the People's Council's professional boards. And on June 14, the Standing Committee of the People's Council of Goyao District organized a meeting with the Standing Committees of the People's Council of the communes and towns with the agenda research and propose solutions to improve the quality and effectiveness of specialized supervision activities, the topic of the People's Council. From the beginning of the 2021 to 2026 term until now, the District People's Council and communes and towns have organized 40 thematic supervision sections, of which the District People's Council has carried out 4 and the communes and towns have carried out 36. The content of supervision focuses on the areas of citizen reception activities and resolving complaints and denunciations of the authority at all levels. The new rural construction, the local socio-economic development, the state management in the fields of construction, land and environment, implementing the law of military service also. And through the conference, to share experiences and solutions to improve the quality and effectiveness of thematic supervision activities of the People Council at all levels in the districts, contributing to the local economic development.
On the afternoon of June 13, at Binphuc Radio and Television Station, the opening ceremony and seminar of the second Binphuc Provincial Press Professional Festival 2024 took place. This is the second year it has been held. The Binphuc Provincial Journalism Festival continues to have great influence, attracting many units from outside the province to participate. This year's festival has 265 works of reportage genre from 4 times of press submitted to participate, in which 54 works of printed newspaper, 52 works of electronic newspaper, 51 works of radio, 95 works of television, 13 works of press photos. According to the jury's assessment, this year's interests are a practical summary, deeply and vividly reflecting the achievements of Binphuc province and localities in many different fields. The festival will be held with many other exciting and important activities taking place from June 13 to 20th, 2024.
And on the morning of June 14, the 2024 TayNinhTV Province Book and Reading Culture Festival officially opened. The festival was co-organized by the Department of Information and Communications of TayNinhTV Province in coordination with the Department of Education and Training, the Provincial Youth Union, the People's Committee of TayNinhTV City, and related units. And the program took place at the Learning and Practicing Center for the Youth in TayNinhTV Province. Attending the event, there was Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, member of Provincial Party Standing Committee, Vice Chairman of Provincial People's Committee, along with the representatives of publishers, leaders of departments and branches. This year's Book and Reading Culture Festival with the theme Showing the Seeds of Love for Books in the Children, aiming to protect children in cyberspace. This year's festival has 15 booths with more than 6,000 equivalent book titles, 23,000 books sold and displayed by Kim Dong Publishing House, Young Publisher, S Book Joint Stock Company, Kỷ Nguyên Culture and Media Joint Stock Company, and Fahasa Bookstore, TayNinhTV Branch, and some other units also. In particular, there are more than 1,000 books donated by the units to schools in border areas and 2,000 audiobook accounts given directly to the pupils through scanning QR codes and display books in many diverse fields and rich and promising to bring the book lovers unique experiences. At the opening ceremony, the organizing committee awarded 30 scholarships worth for 2 million Vietnam dong, contributing to supporting the students on their educational path. And the event lasts for 3 days from June the 14th to June the 16th of 2024 at the Children Learning Center of Tây Ninh Province. And ladies and gentlemen, as a part of series of activities for the 2024 Book Festival and Reading Culture on the morning of June the 14th, a discussion protecting children in cyberspace took place, also attracting a large number of young people from the district towns and Tây City in the province to participate. The guests included Mr. Nguyễn Anh Dũng, director of the S-Books Joint Stock Company, the writer Võ Thu Hương, member of the Vietnam Children's Literature Council, Chief of Office of the Ho Chi Minh City Writers Association. And the main agenda of this discussion is protecting children in cyberspace is the effect of reading about knowledge, soul character formation, opening up imagination, dreams, and how to prevent it, unnecessary dangers encounter in the cyberspace. In addition, the speakers also answer the questions from the audience surrounding the current status of the children's use of social networks in Vietnam. And on the morning of June the 14th in Tân Hội Commune, Tân Châu District, an activity to deploy the motto supporting farmers to start creative businesses took place. And it is an activity by the Tân Châu District Farmers Association in coordination with the District Agricultural Extension Station to support the farmer household in the area, growing mosaic-resistant cassava variety of HN1. Specifically, the supporting criteria start the farmers' motto support for 5 farmer members in Tân Hội Commune to plant for 20 hectares of mosaic-resistant cassava variety of HN1. This is a cassava variety that is not susceptible to mosaic and grows healthily, rarely gets sick, and has a high yield of 35 to 50 tons per hectare. Tân Châu District Farmers Association coordinated with the District Agricultural Extension Station to provide technical assistance, 50% of the money for seedlings, and on the morning of June the 14th, the association handed over 40% of fertilizers and plant protection medicine with a total amount of supporting for 253 million Vietnam dong. This is one of the support models with practical significance, helping the farmers' members reduce investment costs while maximizing the sense of responsibility so that the model can be implemented most effectively.
Ladies and gentlemen, over the past year, the friendly relationship between Tây Ninh City Military Command and Raven City Military Branch, Raven Province, Kingdom of Cambodia, has been increasingly strengthened and heightened. Two sides have cooperated in many fields and have achieved rich achievement. This is one of the roots of the strong friendship and cooperation between two localities.
For many years, TayNinhTV City Military Command and the Raven City Military Branch have always been proactive in devising specific coordination plans for annual implementation. The two units regularly exchange information and help each other, creating conditions for people from both sides to visit relatives, cooperate, and develop. In addition, the two sides also propagated to the people, officers and soldiers to cooperate in the search and repatriation of the remains of volunteer martyrs who died in Raven City over war periods. The two sides also advised the authorities of the two cities to create favorable conditions for the Vietnamese community as well as Cambodians to visit, travel, and do business in the two cities, especially Raven City residents to TayNinhTV City for medical examination and treatment. In addition, TayNinhTV City Military Command pays attention to taking care of Khmer ethnic people living in TayNinhTV City, visiting and giving gifts to Khmer ethnic people on the occasion of death. In 2024, TayNinhTV City Military Command advised the City Party Committee, the City People's Committee, and other departments to organize a visit and give 90 gifts to Khmer people living in TayNinhTV City on the occasion of the traditional TayNinhTV Festival with a total value of 50 million Vietnam dong. Along with that, the military state Steering Committee of TayNinhTV advised the People's Committee of TayNinhTV to organize a reception for working group of relevant city leaders to visit and wish the Lunar New Year of 2024 at the People's Committee of TayNinhTV. Based on the results of implementing cooperation agreements in 2023 and based on the practical situation, the two sides continue to sign a memorandum of cooperation in 2024. TayNinhTV Military Command and Raven City Military Branch signed a memorandum of cooperation in 2024, thereby strengthening solidarity, friendship, and comprehensive, sustainable long-term cooperation, enhancing mutual understanding and trust, building two peaceful and stable cities, creating a favorable environment for cooperation in socio-economic development, meeting and strengthening national defense and security between TayNinhTV and relevant cities. The signing of the annual cooperation memorandum demonstrates the determination of the two units to strengthen and develop the relationship of friendship and mutual trust. This is the basis and premise to firmly protect sovereignty, security, order, and social safety, create a favorable environment for socio-economic development cooperation, and strengthen national defense and security for two cities. From there, it contributes to building an increasingly sustainable friendly relationship between Vietnam and Cambodia.
And ladies and gentlemen, the imposition of value-added tax on fertilizer products is considered to bring benefits to both businesses, farmers, and the state budgets. This information was given at the seminar Tax Correction to Support for Business Activities held on June 30th. With a fertilizer industry scale of over 100,000 billion Vietnam dong per year, with non-deductible value-added tax at 5%, businesses in the fertilizer industry have to bear from 3,000 to 4,000 billion Vietnam dong per year. Every year, our costs increase by 7 to 8%, estimated at 100 billion per year. That must be added on non-deductible production costs. For 10 years, the number reaches trillions. And a draft revised value-added tax law has been developed, expected to be approved at the 8th section in October and applied from 2025. And it is considered an important solution to help overcome difficulties for the businesses of domestic fertilizer production industry. At the same time, it brings efficiency to state farmers and businesses also. With this, we can reach the three targets with one act: ensure the seamless calculation of VAT, ensure international commitment, domestic and foreign taxes are the same. Third is to remove the duties for all these houses and agriculturalist production and business investor and the government also. If the value-added tax law is amended in the direction of including fertilizers in the items subject to value-added tax, production and business activities of enterprises will be more favorable, and from there are conditions to support farmers and customers to improve agricultural production efficiency, improving the competitiveness of Vietnamese agricultural products in the market, especially international markets. And ladies and gentlemen, TayNinhTV Province Book and Reading Culture Festival 2024 with the theme Sowing the Seeds of Love for Books in the Children, aiming to protect children in cyberspace, has officially opened, bringing a diverse and abundant of books, and where the profound values of books and reading culture are widely spread throughout the community, especially the younger generation. Besides reading books, the children can also need to be equipped with skills when using social networks, which is very necessary. The highlight of this year's book fair is the focus on equipping children with digital knowledge and skills according to appropriate ages. In cyberspace, everyone can know people, not just children, to approach. It's extremely easy to make bad friends or strangers in the cyberspace, especially at a young age, who don't have guidance and don't have enough skill to receive bad information. Bad friends in cyberspace are bad friends, and danger to health and life also, and that's why reading books and access in cyberspace are almost two problems that work together. So whenever we want to pull children out of bad habits, we should get many good habits from them, and And I believe that letting children have access to reading books every day is an extremely good habit because we ourselves still need to read more books. In addition to book display and introduction activities, the book fair also organizes many seminars protecting children in cyberspace with practical topics revolving around educating children in the digital age. And here students can share knowledge and experiences on how to protect children from the harmful effects of the social network. After listening to the discussion, I also realized that when families let their children come into contact with social networks too early, it also has negative impacts. And sometimes children learn bad reading practices on social networks, and through that, families let their children read more books and learn more skills to protect themselves in cyberspace. It can be seen that to protect children in cyberspace, there needs to be close coordination between the family, the school, and society also. Writing reading habits for the children is something that society, school, and families are very interested in. However, in order for children's reading to be maintained and become a good habit, it is necessary to have proper companionship and attention from parents for the children. Parents should join their children in educational activities and learning application to write connections, have controlling the content of children access, and encouraging children to share and discuss to orient their thinking also.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.